With Fortnite being as popular as it is, it was only a matter of time before people began to look into the plethora of mysteries woven into its world. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our list for the top 10 Fortnite Easter eggs. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're digging deep to explore what we feel are the best and most intriguing Easter eggs that have been introduced to Fortnite since its launch. Big and small, these sights and tributes have made for quite the lively discourse. Number 10. The Hatch. Those venturing toward the northern end of the Wailing Woods may stumble upon a rather unexpected sight, a nondescript metal hatch sticking out of the earth. Impervious to conventional damage and incapable of being opened, the hatch has raised questions about what the intent behind its inclusion is. Some players have managed to peek into the space beneath this enigmatic object, but their investigations have revealed only an empty hole. While not made explicitly clear, the hatch is widely seen as a reference to the TV show Lost, also known for its nigh impenetrable entryways. Number 9. Dinosaur Footprint. It's all fun and games till your house gets stomped to dust. In the space between Snobby Shores and Greasy Grove, one residence appears completely demolished by a giant footprint. The three-toed print is massive in scale, stretching across most of the destroyed house's area. Coupled with promotions of Season 4 of Fortnite making nods to dinosaurs, this has led to some speculation that kaiju-like creatures will be introduced to the game's lore. Perhaps the most bizarre aspect to all of this, though, is the mounted camera pointed at the ruins of the house. What happened here? Number 8. Ice Cream Truck Chest. Within the Comet Impact site that makes up Dusty DeVitt, players discovered an ice cream truck embedded in the ground. Besides the inherent oddness of such an impromptu landmark, the truck could be heard emitting the familiar tune of a nearby chest when approached. Various players, sufficiently intrigued by this inclusion, set about breaking open the truck in order to get at the potential loot. It's easier said than done, however. The truck has an astounding 100,000 damage points, meaning great persistence of the heaviest of firepower is needed. And then there's the matter of the chest itself, which often just contains common items. Number 7. Gnome in the Foundation. Wait, how did that get there? Once in a while, some folks constructing brick walls in the middle of a match stumble upon a strange phenomenon. Without any warning or reason, a garden gnome can randomly replace one of the bricks in the wall. Speculation has run rampant as to why this occurs or what it means, particularly given Epic's clear fondness for these gnomes. However, it remains unclear what even can trigger the appearance of one of these lawn decorations, never mind how to predict the frequency with which this occurs. Number 6. The Hidden Briefcase. At first glance, the colorful shipping containers and tight spaces of the container yard may not seem like they hide significant secrets. Start smashing through some of those metal boxes though, and it's possible to happen upon something rather unusual. One of the containers houses a partially open briefcase, which itself contains a miniature model of a conveyor belt lined with tiny bushes. It's also incapable of being damaged, lingering in place even as its surroundings are demolished. Some view the briefcase as a deliberate nod to the bush disguise, though the reason for its specific placement in the world remains unknown. Number 5. Jazz Jackrabbit Posters. It's not uncommon for game developers to sneak in tributes to their previous works in more recent projects. This would explain why, around the 3rd season of Fortnite, discerning gamers found a number of posters hidden in buildings across the map. These posters depict Jackrabbit, the titular mascot of Epic Games' well-regarded platform series. So enthused are some fans that there have been calls to introduce a costume based on Jazz, along with speculation that the posters are teasing some future Jackrabbit sequel. If the aim of introducing these posters was to excite and enthrall the fan base, well, mission accomplished. Number 4. The Ring TVs. Well, safe to say, we're a bit spooked. Every so often, a player might stumble upon a television set displaying static, only for it to switch over to something quite bizarre. On closer inspection, the TV seems to depict a blue figure dancing before the image gives away to more static. As a potential nod to the likes of the Ring horror franchise and its ilk, it's quite the startling contrast to the otherwise lively and cartoonesque vibe of Fortnite. That this Easter egg has no discernible effect on play and triggers at random only adds to the unease that we feel. Number 3. The Lone Robot. Speaking of pop culture references, no one quite expected to see this. Here's one that's both understandable and intriguing. Players parachuting off of the party bus might be inclined to land on the giant robot statue located east of Retail Road, claiming a possible chest atop in the process. Curiously, the statue consists of a semi-trailer truck with regular car's limbs and a pole extending to the ground as a weapon. Given the arrangement of parts and the choice of vehicle for the torso, this has led some fans to draw the conclusion that the statue is a tribute to Optimus Prime from the Transformer franchise.
I'm just a soldier. I'm not worthy.
Nor was I. But one day, an Autobot shall rise from our ranks.
Number 2. Tombstone. While attempting to retrieve another player he had found in a normally unreachable spot, the streamer Musilk hopped behind the wheel of a golf car and accidentally knocked the player he was trying to save into the ocean.
I'm coming for you, boy. I'm coming for you. Hold on. Music's here. Oh no! We killed Chappadoodle!
The entire debacle caught the eye of Epic Games, who saw fit to memorialize the event by way of a cliffside tombstone. Said tombstone is also flanked by a pile of tires, referencing the manner which Chappadoodle was unexpectedly dispatched. Going down in history as the greatest rescue attempt in all of Fortnite, people may very well never forget this day. We sure won't.
Well, that was a botched rescue operation. Jesus Christ.
Number 1. All the teddy bears. Of all the things to fixate upon, this might just be the strangest. Across the island map, keen-eyed players have spotted a number of brown teddy bears propped up in the most unexpected of locations. Whether sat atop tractors or leaning against bedroom walls, they're consistent in design and always disappear in a puff of smoke when shot. Further adding to the mystique of these furry entities is how they're tied to daily challenges, yet nothing obvious seems to happen when all are looted or destroyed. Whatever the reason for their inclusion in Fortnite, it's a fascinating enigma to ponder. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.